Hey guys, let's get more news about Lakers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Lakers 23-year-old addition dubbed among top steals of summer. The Los Angeles Lakers have yet to make a splash this offseason via free agency or trade, but they may have had a better first round of the NBA draft than any of the competition. The reason why is Dalton Knecht, the 23-year-old rookie out of Tennessee who the Lakers selected number 17 overall. Knecht played a fifth collegiate season in 2023-24 after 2 years in junior college and another 2 at Northern Colorado. Knecht's foray into the SEC made him a star. He averaged 21.7 points and hit 39.7% of his 6.5 attempts from behind the three-point line per game. Knecht led Tennessee to a number 2 seed in the NCAA tournament and a trip to the Elite Eight before falling to Purdue, the eventual runner-up to UConn. Knecht scored 37 points in 37 minutes during that loss and cemented himself as a legitimate first-round prospect. That he fell to 17th raised eyebrows and now appears a boon for Los Angeles. Mo Dakhil of Bleacher Report on Sunday, July 21, dubbed Knecht among the top rookie steals of the draft based on his performance at Summer League. Knecht could not have landed in a better spot than the Lakers. He will play for a first-time coach, J.J. Redick, who was a movement shooter during his playing days, Dakhil wrote. Knecht can give Redick minutes immediately to help stretch the floor for LeBron James and Anthony Davis. It took Knecht a bit of time to find his footing during summer basketball for the Lakers, but he did so once the Las Vegas portion of the schedule took off. He finished 9th in scoring league-wide with 21.1 points per game, which also led the team. He connected on more than 39% of his three-point tries on 7.7 attempts per game, according to NBA.com. Knecht's skill set is precisely what the Lakers need to help space the floor, as well as up the number of three-point tries the team produces per contest. Dakhil pointed out that while the Lakers shot 37.7% from deep last season, they put up the third fewest attempts with only 31.4 tries nightly. The number of three-point attempts correlated strongly with the top levels of team success in 2023-24. The top 2 teams in tries per game last season were the Boston Celtics, 42.5, and the Dallas Mavericks, 39.5, who met in the NBA Finals. Knecht, who stands 6'6" and weighs 213 pounds, is the type of wing player the Lakers needed to find this summer, and they did so on a rookie contract that pays him just $18.5 million over the next 4 seasons. Los Angeles doesn't have a lot of salary flexibility to add players after James inked a 2-year deal for north of $101 million. However, ESPN's Brian Windhorst suggested the team may end up back in the mix for center Jonas Valanciunas after he inked a 3-year contract worth approximately $10.1 million annually to join the Washington Wizards this offseason. Anthony Davis looks awesome. And even though he's, almost never looked better defensively, you've got J.J. Redick out there on the record saying that, "We need a bruising center," Windhorst said during the July 19 edition of the Brian Windhorst and the Hoop Collective podcast. That's the reason they went after Jonas Valanciunas. By the way, do we think Jonas Valanciunas will be on offer from the Wizards midway through the season? I wouldn't rule out Jonas Valanciunas eventually ending up a Laker this year. Lakers news, J.J. Redick praises Anthony Davis's impact on court. As the Los Angeles Lakers get ready for the new season, they are embarking on this journey with a head coach, J.J. Redick. The former NBA guard takes over the most historic franchise in basketball history, putting a lot of pressure on him. Despite his lack of experience, the Lakers believe that Redick is the right person for the job. Adding in the fact that the team still has LeBron James and Anthony Davis on the roster and things could be set up nicely for Redick. Redick wants to have a complete team on the floor, and much of what the Lakers will do starts with Davis. Davis is a leader on both ends of the floor, and Redick appreciates this fact as he begins his coaching journey. While appearing on SiriusXM NBA radio, Redick praised everything that Davis could do on the floor. Davis showed again last season that he should be viewed among the best defenders in the entire league, and Redick took notice. Anthony Davis is one of the 2 or 3 best defensive players in the NBA. Davis gives the Lakers a chance to have a top defense in the NBA if he can stay healthy. Health has been an issue with Davis over the years, but he put together a relatively healthy season last year. If he can do that once again, the Lakers will have at least a fighting chance in the Western Conference. Redick sees the opportunity in front of him, and Davis will be a major catalyst in helping the team reach its goals. NBA trade rumors: Lakers still linked to Brooklyn sharpshooter. As the Lakers progress through a painfully slow offseason, the team remains linked to players who could improve their outlook in several key areas. In addition to reports of acquiring Jonas Valanciunas at the upcoming trade deadline, the team also remains in the running for an Eastern Conference forward. According to Clutch Point's Brett Siegel, the Lakers are among a contingent of teams interested in Nets forward Cam Johnson, Dorian Finney-Smith, and Bojan Bogdanovic are the 3 forwards teams around the league are labeling as the next names to be on the move. Out of this grouping of players, Johnson is the one generating the most interest. In addition to the Kings inquiring about Johnson, the Rockets, Lakers, Cleveland Cavaliers, and San Antonio Spurs have been linked to the former first-round pick, sources said. Across 58 games, 47 starts, for Brooklyn, the 28-year-old averaged 13.4 points, 4.3 rebounds, 2.4 assists, and 0.8 steals per game. He also shot 44% from the field, 39% from 3, and nearly 79% from the free throw line. Johnson signed a 4-year, $94.5 million contract last summer. But with the Nets officially in rebuild mode, there's a chance the team could move on from him as they attempt to stockpile future assets. According to salary cap expert Yossi Goslin, Johnson's deal is still solid despite underperforming as a starter. Lonzo Ball's future: even though he didn't quite perform as many Nets fans were hoping, I still think that's a great contract. To be making low 20s while being a starter, those are pretty good contracts. Johnson's size and perimeter shooting are clear positives for the Lakers, who will need 3-and-D wings, among other positions, to remain competitive in the Western Conference. Throughout his 5 years in the NBA, Johnson's lowest three-point percentage was 34.9% in 2020-21, his second year with the Phoenix Suns. LA has emphasized the need for shooters next to LeBron James and Anthony Davis, and adding a marksman in Johnson is better than nothing. That potential acquisition, however, comes with notable cons. The main concern about adding Johnson is reliability. While James and Davis played the majority of the season, injuries to the supporting cast limited the group's potential last year. Johnson's 58 games played for Brooklyn is the third most he's played in his career. He suited up for 66 in 2022 and 60 in 2021, both with Phoenix. His injuries last year ranged from 3 separate leg injuries to a big toe sprain, which resulted in more time with the second unit late in the season. The Lakers may not be willing to trade for someone who hasn't played a full 82-game season yet. Considering that 26-year-old Rui Hachimura outplayed Johnson as a starter, that may leave LA even less inclined to seriously pursue him. And for a team that's very concerned about stepping into second-apron territory, trading for a $23 million player may not be the best avenue. But still, if Rob Pelinka decides to take another swing at a solid rotation player, it certainly wouldn't hurt to call the Nets and ask about Cam Johnson. He may not be the needle mover every Laker fan expects him to be, but he would patch a hole in the team's offense and could fit well in J.J. Redick's system. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Cam Johnson? Leave your opinion in the comments.